What's up, guys? Clutchback37. We're going to do a Warrior unboxing, but first give you some background information on the idea behind the unboxing and what all happened with it. So, it started off with I had ripped my original Warp, never used in the game, just simply. Okay, sorry, text message. Never used in the game, just simply used it for passing, shooting, let my teammates use it, and mess around with. So, it never saw any game use, and it finally blew out on me with passing because I do have a Warrior Warp S that I wanted to compare with the Warrior Warp H. But I sent Warrior an email through their website. They have kind of a warranty section where you fill out some information, and I never heard back from them. Granted, I let it sit there for about 3 to 4 days, and just because it's a huge company, I'm sure they're dealing with other people's warranties and problems and stuff, and I just figured it was taking some time to get to me because I was 45th in line for warranty stuff. But I never heard back, so I was frustrated, so I sent off another email where I found a way to contact them directly about it, not through the warranty page, but through someone else. Heard back from the guy. He just said, I sent a nice long email, sent them pictures, and just said, like, I bought it when they first came out. I don't know if they did or took the first batches and altered it slightly so it was different, but he claims that the batch you bought a year ago to the one you'd buy in a store today is the exact same. So basically, he just said I was out of luck since it's out of the 60-day warranty. Being the person I am, I snooped a little bit. I saw his last name, and it's a very intricate last name that not many people would have. So looked him up on Facebook, found his profile. It said in his little job description that he worked as a warranty guy or whatever for Warrior. So seeing his picture, I assumed he was about 18 or 19, maybe my age. So I figured he was just going off by rules, which I totally understand. Warranties are a very strict thing, no matter where you go. So after that, I did make a post about it because I I commented on some Warriors pictures on the Warp, just saying like, hey, can you have someone get back to me from the warranty place? I was fairly mature about it. I wasn't bashing them. I didn't say like you need to check the DM right now or whatever. But they kept deleting my comments, so at this point I was pretty upset. Like I say, it's a $250 product. It shouldn't rip like this or blow out. So I made a post about it. It stayed up for about 15 minutes or so. Plenty of people were tagging Warrior Lax, and I'm not really a person that likes doing that stuff. I don't like when other people constantly tag other companies and stuff to get their attention. But luckily in this case it worked. Someone from Warrior's Instagram page DM'd me and said, we see your problem. We will take care of it. So out of respect for that, I deleted the picture, hoping to stop with all the nonsense and all the people commenting and tagging them. So next morning I woke up from a direct email and they said that they're going to make it right. They're going to send me a new Warp in replacement, and also said, I don't know why I'm saying this in the video, but they said that I had a decently large social following, on social media, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it may be, and asked if I could just post about Warrior here and there. There was no guidelines. It wasn't like you need to post about Warrior, we'll send you new Warp. They just asked that I did. So luckily, thanks to you guys on my YouTube and the growing and following I have gained, as well as on Instagram, pretty much were the reasons that Warrior saw this and decided to help me out. So thanks to you guys. It's a big, huge, I don't know. I'm very on the border with it. I don't like when people say I have a social gathering or a large gathering on social media and to use it to my advantage, but at the same time, if it works, it works. So here's an unboxing from Warrior. I just got back from practice, and this was sitting in my room. Unfortunately, I already opened it, and I figured I'd do a video on it and give you guys some background information and my new respect for Warrior. So they said they were sending me a new Warp and some other goodies. I figured it was like a Warp and like 10% off coupon or something, but got this large box. Obviously a lot bigger than a Warp. So inside the box, like I said, I already opened it. There was a couple cool things. Little Warp Fourth pamphlet just says for extra secure connection, they recommend you also attach the small screw in the back of the head to the handle. Self-explanatory. The Warp booklet on the new Warp, same thing that all the Warps come with, how to install it. Things like that. They sent me this pretty cool Flex Fit Warp hat. So it says Warp, on the side it says Evo, and on the back it says Warrior. They actually sent me two, so I gave one to my stepdad because he wears these kinds of hats and I don't really. More of a flat bill kind of guy. Then, I'll show that off later because that's something new. They also sent me a nice shirt. It's one of those like performance shirts, says Warp on it. So that's pretty cool. Big thanks to Warrior for that. And then of course you get into... Alright, took it out. Silly Josh. Sent me the attachment pieces for the Warp that it comes with. And they sent me a Warp S mid pocket. So the difference between these, this is the Warp H or the Warp Hard, this is the Warp Soft. I don't really care. I mean, it's a new $250 product to replace mine. It's free. Couldn't complain at all. Actually, pretty stoked about this. So like I said, Warrior in the past has always been pretty good to me with warranty stuff, just talking about gear. And they made it right after seeing, quote-unquote, my social gathering that you guys are. And they sent me a new Warp, sent me a new t-shirt, a new hat, all kinds of cool stuff. And I couldn't be more thankful for that because, you know, it means a lot to me that they would go out of their way to replace a $250 product that is, what, 11 months or 10 months out of warranty, maybe more, maybe less. So big thanks to Warrior. I actually do have a Warrior Warp S already right here that I've been using that I'll do a review on. So there's that. But also in the box is one thing that has not released from Warrior yet, or might be just now getting into stores, which is the Evo Pro Diamond. This I wasn't expecting at all. It's, you know, another $150 product that they sent me, which couldn't be more thankful for. So definitely going to do a review on this. The shape already is a little different than your typical Warrior shafts. But another cool thing is this butt end they have. Me personally, I'll probably take it off because I like to do the donut either at the end or a little higher. But I mean, this thing's heavy duty. Has a cool little nub right there. It's awesome. So, in 10 months after my $250 Warp ripped, they were gracious enough to send me a new Warrior Warp S, an Evo Diamond shaft that has not hit the market just yet, or may by the time this video goes up, as well as 2 hats and a shirt. I mean, that just says something about Warrior and who they are now. Granted, I don't know if I was just a typical customer who was not as big per se on social media that they would do it, but they did it. So big thanks to the guys over at Warrior. I definitely will make posts about this stuff because that's just unreal. Review on the shaft coming soon after I get to use it some. Warrior Warp S review probably going up the same day as this video does. As I've said in a couple previous videos, I upload videos from school just because their Wi-Fi is ridiculously fast as compared to the one at my house. So there's that. Also, a review on the Warrior Evo 5 is coming out. I actually bought this myself when they first came out, so hopefully you guys enjoy. I definitely have a kind of new respect, I guess you could say, for Warrior because they made all this possible and fixed my problem that's, you know, well out of warranty. And I don't think many other companies would do so, but I don't know. So big thanks to Warrior. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Like I said, check back the next day or two or same day for other reviews on the newest stuff.